What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you all had a great weekend. Getting into this episode, Nell Nell will just not quit. The bitch is relentless. I'm just saying, Nell, she is not going down without a fight. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I expect nothing less. Nell fighting for her freedom, I don't expect anything less from her. She's willing to do and say anything to not go to prison. Did anybody really expect less from her? I mean, honestly, I knew she was gonna say anything. This bitch sitting there talking about it's entrapment. No, it's not. That's not entrapment because in order for it to be entrapment, Chase would have had to come up with the idea to kill Michael, which he did not. She did that. It's not coercion because nobody forced her to confess. Here's the thing. Michael was driving 8 miles per hour. The speed limit on most roads are 25 miles per hour. He was well below the speed limit. So he was not driving reckless. He was not driving erratic. Why would she want him to stop the car then if she didn't know that that car was going to crash? She knew the car was going to crash. Why would you want him to stop the car because you feared for your life? He was driving 8 miles per hour. That's not fast. That's actually under the damn limit. Because most speed limits on most roads are like 25 miles per hour and some are 10. He was going 8. That's less. That's below. That ain't fast. That ain't no damn coercion. And she knew she fucked up. I seen the look on her face when Jordan mentioned all of that to her. She knew she fucked up. She knew she's caught. She knew it. She knew damn well there was nothing she could say or do that was going to get her out this mess. She knew that. Now she wants to sit there and beg for a lawyer. What lawyer you think you're going to get? All you're going to get is a public defender. That's all you're going to get. That's all she's going to get is a public defender. That's it. That's the best you're going to get is a public defender. That's it. Because you ain't got no money for no Alexis, and I doubt Alexis would represent her. Because we all know Alexis. She going to come up in there talking about it's a conflict of interest. Yo, I swear that's Alexis's new favorite word, conflict of interest. I swear to God, that's what she loved to say. Everybody that want her services, she always say, nope, I can't represent you. It's a conflict of interest. Tell me I'm lying. Don't Alexis say that to most of the people in that town? Alexis, how the hell you make money if everybody you represent or try to represent is a conflict of interest? How the hell do you pay your bills? I'm just wondering. Everybody in that town cannot be a conflict of interest. I mean, well, shit. I mean, everybody is a conflict of interest in that town, but that's the problem with living in a town where you basically represent everybody. And everybody knows everybody or everybody has some form of relationship with each other. So everybody's a conflict of interest. When Diane represented Franco, that was a conflict of interest because of her relationship with Sonny and Jason and Carly. That was and Sam, so that's a conflict of interest, but she still represented him. Money's money. I always respected that about Diane. But yeah. Only thing this bitch gonna get is a public defender. That's it. She ain't got no money for no lawyer. And in a case like this, I would not want a public defender. I'm just saying there's no shade to public defenders. It's no disrespect to them, but they handle way too many cases and they're not effective. I'm sorry. They no. I would want the best lawyer, top notch, in this type of case. I mean, this bitch is facing attempted murder. She's facing probably obstruction of justice, I'm sure. Murder charges. Attempted murder alone will get you a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? And you really want to roll the dice with a public defender? Bitch, please. I would have just confessed and went to prison. Because think about it like this. The only deal Nell can strike up now is if she confesses to what she did to Carly and asks for a lighter sentence. I mean, I would take life off the table. I'd be like, well, damn, can I at least get 25 years? You know, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at straight life, possibly with no parole. I'm just saying. So you might as well just cop to what you did to Carly and work out some type of deal so that way you're not in jail for life. I'm just saying. That's your best option. Because there's no way in the hell I'm going to want a public defender. I'm sorry, but nope. No, thank you. Nope. If I can't get somebody who is elite, I don't want it. Because them public defenders will fuck you up. They'll probably get you worse. Like, them public defenders, man, they deal with way too many cases. Hell no. I wouldn't want that. But the best part to me was when Carly walked in that room. I had the biggest smile on my face when Carly walked in that room. The only thing I could think of was Carly smacked the shit out this bitch. It ain't nothing else they can do till you smack the shit out of her. You already done been to Ferncliff and drugged up. Beat the shit out of her one good time. I know damn well this bitch, no. It must be so embarrassing to get your ass whooped by a 14-year-old. Like, seriously, a 14-year-old? I was like, you got fucked up by a teenager. And Nell has to be in her 20s. I said, that's embarrassing as hell. You got mollywopped by a child. That's sad. I would be ashamed. I wouldn't even want a trial. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want a trial. Lock me up, throw away the key, I'll confess. Fuck it. They got her dead to rights. There's no way to wiggle out. No way. You're not getting out of it. Sorry. I am glad that Sam went to Jason and told Jason, do not do this. I'm glad she told Jason to figure out another way to get Carly off, because you know what? I'm sick and tired of Jason sacrificing everything for Carly and Sonny. I'm getting tired of it. It's been like this for years. And it's about time Sam told him the real. She was like, look, you got kids now. Like, you got a son. You got Jake. You got another son. You really need, you spent 5 years away from these kids. Do you really want to spend another 3 months away from them when you're just now getting to know them? You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad Sam was, the voice of reason, so to speak, because Jason needed to hear that. And that's why Jason said, you know what? I'm going to come up with another way to fix the situation. So that's when he showed Sonny and Carly the document, and Carly says she never signed that paper, that consent for electroshock treatment. She never signed it. And the date of the electroshock treatment was the same day of Michael and Nell's wedding when she broke out. She wasn't even drugged up at that time. So there's no way in hell she signed it. So they got the proof right there. They got the proof. So, of course, he got to, broker a deal with the DA. I kind of like DA Dawson. I really do. I kind of like DA Dawson. I know some of y'all don't like her, but I like her. For some reason, I like her. I'm still trying to figure out why, but it's something about her I like. Maybe it's because I feel like she's going to give Jason and Sonny a run for their money. I don't know. It's something about her I just like. She's wicked, though. I got that feeling. Because the whole time she was sitting there talking to Drew, she did not tell him about that goddamn flash drive. And I think I know why. I think we all know why. She's going to use that shit to her advantage. She's going to try to work him for information on Jason, probably try to blackmail him with it at some point. I just feel like that shit is inadmissible in court. You know what I'm saying? Even if Drew were to tell her anything, I think it's inadmissible, though. Because, first of all, he was illegally implanted with Jason's memories. You can't use that shit in court. Hell no. But I like her, though. Her and Billy Miller still got chemistry. I will say that. Elizabeth Hendrickson, her and Billy, they still got chemistry from Y&R. Definitely do. I could see them together, but she's just a little too aggressive for my taste. I couldn't be with no woman like her. I'm sorry. She's a little aggressive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let him be the man in the situation. Like, she just comes off a little too, pushy. Like, I'm like, you ain't my type. I'm just, like, she not like, I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't be my type. I'm sorry. I could see us being married for a little minute, but I could definitely see us divorced after a while, because she would get on my nerves. Like, I don't like pushy people. Like, you too aggressive for my taste. Anyway, the scene with Julian and Ava. Julian is way nicer than I would have been. I'm just saying, this bitch want him to sneak into the Quartermaines and put that blanket back. I said, oh, hell no. I said, bitch, please. You got me fucked up. Julian crazy for doing that shit. I understand that's his sister and he always got Ava back, but that's a little too much. I always felt like the Quartermains need to have cameras in that house. I'm just saying, how y'all rich and y'all ain't got no surveillance in that house? I would have had cameras all up and through that mansion. Didn't Jason say that there was cameras or something at the top of the stairs or some shit at one point? Um, I think he said that. I don't remember. Did he say that? That there used to be cameras or something like that? I wish the hell, or I think he asked about it or something. I don't know. But I wish they did have some damn cameras in that house. So he successfully put the blanket back, and I knew somebody was gonna find it. And of course, Michael found the blanket. I said, "Yep, Carly's been exonerated. They finally got that proof." Well, they don't even need the blanket, to be honest with you. At this point, they don't need that blanket. They got the consent form. The consent form can prove everything right there, that she was fearful of her life. But now with that blanket, I think the blanket could help though, because it would prove that there was a blanket, like she said it was. So they don't need Nell's confession. Nell need to give it up. That bitch going to prison. She might as well just let it go. Stop trying to come up with some shenanigans and manipulations to get out of this. Bitch, you're going down. Get over it. Your ass is grass. She need to stop fighting this. Like, you're going to Pettonville. Your cellmate is going to be Big Dorothy. She waiting for you. So get over it. Like, seriously. Stop trying to avoid Big Dorothy. That's all she trying to do. Like, bitch, stop avoiding it. You're going down. Simple. You better just embrace your new normal. I'm just saying, Pettonville is your new normal. Just embrace it. Stop fighting it. Um, I love the scene though with Julian, Ava, Lucas. I'm not even gonna say with Brad. Brad is a piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. Um, I'm happy that Julian gets to dote on his new grandson, alleged grandson, um, a legal grandson. Let's just put it like that. I hope Julian looked back at them damn pictures and noticed a difference somehow. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I thought he was going to, because his facial expression when he was looking at that camera, I said, damn, did he see an old picture and notice something? I was hoping he would have, but I was like, no, that's too easy. Brad is a son of a bitch. I hope and pray when the truth comes out, Michael beats the holy shit out of him. I hope he stomp a mud hole in his ass. Like, whoop his ass. The sheer fact that he just standing there, like, Michael, and I could tell he wanted to confess at the police station. He definitely wanted to confess. But, of course, his conscience, or lack thereof, was telling him not to confess like a dumbass. And I'm surprised, Lucas could tell something wrong with him, but obviously he don't know what. I'm like, whoop his ass, Michael. I really hope so. I felt so bad for Michael in this episode. So bad. Like, Chad Duell is bringing it. Let me just say that. His acting has elevated over the years. Because you remember when you first seen Chad Duell in 2010, he was a little green when he first came on the show as far as his acting ability. But he has grown so much in the 8 years that he's been on this show. And it's been amazing to see, how much he's grown. He's grown a lot, tremendously. And I'm glad that the writers are giving him some more serious writing and serious dialogue, some meaty material for him to dive into and really show his acting abilities. I think he's an amazing actor, and I think his career can definitely go beyond this show. I don't ever want to see him leave the show, but I think he can do great in prime time and movies. He has that ability. But he's doing fantastic work on this show with his storylines. Even when he's given bad storylines, he still knocks it out the park. That's how good he is. And, he's going to be great. But I am happy, though, Monica, the original Monica, the OG, original gangster, she back. Leslie Charleston. I'm glad Monica was there for him, because if anybody can talk to him, I'm glad they had Monica and Sam talking to him. Number one, Monica knows loss better than anybody. This woman has been through the ringer over the years. She lost her daughter Dawn. She lost her daughter Emily. She lost AJ. She even lost her husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of loss. I remember after AJ died, Monica contemplated suicide. When Alan and Emily died, she became an alcoholic. This woman has been through hell and back, and she's still standing. That's amazing. She's still standing. So if anybody was great to talk to Michael, it would have been her. I understand where Carly was coming from in the cabin, because she felt like she needed to be there for her kids. But Carly suffered loss in her life too, but no greater loss than Monica. Monica suffered a great loss with her family. Um, and I'm glad she was there for him and told him like he's gonna make it through because he will. And Sam, I'm happy they had a scene between Michael and Sam because I feel like the writers forgot how close Michael and Sam once were. Remember when he woke up from the coma, Sam was the one he confided in the most. When he remembered that Jax came to visit him in the hospital when he was in a coma, Claudia, he kept going to Sam for help. You know what I'm saying? Sam has helped Michael through a lot over the years, so I'm glad that they remembered that friendship. You know what I'm saying? And Sam was there to help him through. Pack up the baby clothes. It was sad watching him pack up those clothes. That was sad. The way he just looked at that shirt. You know what I'm saying? The baby shirt and stuff like that. I felt real bad for Michael. I felt real bad for him. Hopefully they don't drag this out. He gets his baby back soon. That's the one thing I don't like about a baby switch. They tend to drag it out too long. I think they dragged out the whole Danny Taya Delgado baby switch. I think that dragged out for at least a year, didn't it? I think that took a year for that to be. No, that took a few months. That took a few months. So hopefully this don't take that long. Because I remember that storyline ran from June to October. It was right before Jason left. Before Jason got killed off. So that storyline, I believe, ran from, I want to say June to October. So hopefully this storyline goes from now to at least, I would have to say October, November. Probably November sweeps, hopefully. But it was good, though, to see Monica with Drew. Drew made a donation to Jonah for the baby and stuff like that. And I felt like that was nice. That was a nice thing for him to do. I'm glad everybody's rallying around Michael because he needs friends and family right now. He definitely does. But overall, I love this episode. I think it was a pretty good episode. I liked it a lot. But I think that's everything. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. And I'll see y'all asses tomorrow. Peace.